What's up? What's up? What's up, my people? Let me turn this down. Hey, before I even mention anything, the very next time y'all see your boy, I would be another year old. Birthday on Sunday. So yo, shout out to me before anybody else speak. But listen, today we got a nice show for y'all. Hey, we got to change up like always. Well, most of the time we always get it changed up last minute. So y'all forget about the title, man. We got a lot of stuff to get in. God, dog, Ali, before I even start, y'all got questions coming in already. Let us get this show started. But listen, man, I just want to say that last part. Oh wow! See, they already started in the chat. Sam Cooke, change gonna come. Yeah, we might focus on that part just a little bit more today. But before I do that, let me bring up my co-host. Appreciate you, Ali. I see you already coming up. Lou, what's up?
Happy birthday to you. Oh, my bad.
Not yet,
Oh,
Sunday, but
hey,
you know
man,
what I'm
I was singing in the background. You know what I'm saying? I was singing, man.
saying? What's good, Lou? Listen, I didn't even tell you backstage. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the boy will be one more year old Sunday coming up. I will be 41, the big 41. Early birthday, yeah, that's a fact. Hey, but listen, Lou, what's good with you, my brother?
Tone, we chilling, man. Good on the way home. Um, bro, I'm
Yeah,
so
look,
ready for this week to be
this is
over, man.
wild.
But yeah, we good. We outside, man. We good.
That one is. Hey, listen, Vonda, relax, man. Happy six. Oh, shout out. Hey, listen, man. See, listen, relax, man. Relax. That's my boy right there, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Lou.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if you want to get straight to it. If you want to, you know what I'm
Well, well,
saying?
well, well, Tone, what are you talking about?
Uh,
Where you are you
uh,
talking about? Hey, well, let me ask you this, Tone. Do you know a guy?
well, I know a guy that know a guy that
Oh,
might know
okay,
a
all
guy.
right.
that might that might know. I know somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. I don't know if you ever heard that song, but yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
Yes, for sure. Whoever put this, get you a drink. Appreciate you. Just I really do appreciate you, but trust me, this week is going to be crazy for me, especially because of what this dude at. This dude right here. Trust me, he makes sure I'm drunk enough all the time. You know what I'm saying? But Lou, you know what? Before we even start, I want you to
Hey,
get. I
hey,
was gonna do it
hey,
at the
this is
end.
crazy. This is crazy right here. Shout out to Ali, man.
Now he most definitely will make an appearance. Baker beating the see now, Rashad, you starting early. Baker beating the Chief. Yeah, he said junk enough. Yes. But Lou, let's get straight into it, bro. I was gonna do that at the end of the show, but nah, we ain't gonna do it. I like to get busy, you know what I'm saying, early. So he said we get lit. Hey, you used to say a bunch of things out here, when it comes to the front office and GMs and for people not to get their hopes up because potentially our potential new GM might be already in the building. You care to elaborate on that and the news that you got today? I recently just received a DM from you showing me some information that so you might want to share to the world. You care to
Yeah, Tone. I will elaborate on on my small YouTube channel. By the way,
Oh, I forgot to say that. My bad.
yeah. We gonna break news over here on this small YouTube channel we got over here. Um, so Tone, months ago, right during the season, I kept telling people, stop wasting your breath about Chris Greer because the grass might not be greener on the other side. And what I meant by that, and again, everybody remembers, I was saying Brandon Shore is going to be your new general manager. Lewis, you're stupid. You don't know. You're creating narratives. Rah, 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 rah. That's what we heard. All right, cool. Don't argue with me no more. Go argue. Go tag David Hyde. Everybody know who Dave Hyde is? Well, Dave Hyde was just on the Alan Poupard podcast. Shout out to those two gentlemen. Dave Hyde said, and I quote, the fan base is sadly mistaken because they don't realize how much power Brandon Shore and others have within this organization. Now, what's funny is, and Tone, we can get into it. I just want to ask you: is Brandon Shore a football guy?
No,
Oh, okay. How about Tom Garfinkel? Was he a football guy?
no,
Wow. So the football guy that we love to blame the most for all the problems here in Miami, Chris Greer, has to answer now. That this is the kicker, Tone. Me and you have been out here saying this, trying to tell people, but me and you, Tone, we got this small YouTube channel, and me and you, Tone, we don't know what we're talking about.
Hey, well, first of all, you know,
Oh, it's just me. I'm the only one with the small YouTube channel. My bad. Oh, I was trying to add you into the
hey,
small YouTube
I was saying,
channel.
it was specifically, you know what I'm saying, leave me out of that, you know what I'm saying. They made sure they separated when they were talking about, you know, the small part of the YouTube channel is on your part, your portion of the channel.
Okay. Well, again, hey, shout out to myself and my small YouTube channel, but I know what I be talking about, goddammit. And that's why sometimes when I go off and I'm acting all crazy and this and that and the third, again, it's because, bro, when I hear this foolishness and this nonsense, right? And I'm just trying to help the community, right? But I guess for me, this is very concerning. Not saying that I didn't already know this, but now for it to come out, and again, Tone, I've been here saying it recently, right? You're gonna start getting more and more things coming out, right? The fact of the matter is, bro, Dave Hyde, another beat reporter. Now, Omar Kelly, we talked about it the other day, where he said Tua went in that office and basically said this: Brian Flores or me? Okay, cool. You got football players making football decisions. Now you get Brandon Shore, a non-football guy. He's in the building making non-football decisions. So we got players making decisions. We got guys, not football guys, making decisions. And then we want to ask ourselves why we don't have a good football team. You're getting your answer, right?
Well, you did. He might be a little. He might be a. First of all, Sean Thompson say, let's big up your small pick YouTube channel. Shout out to you, Sean.
Absolute. Shout out to you, Sean.
Hey, you left out part of the quote, which was he was the main reason, or he was the main one of the main person who didn't want to pay Tua.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I might be messing with him on that one though, Lou. I might if he wanted to put Tua on the 50 option, he might know a little something.
Okay, and that's fine. And that's fine. We can get into that, right? Now it's being reported he didn't want to pay Tua. Okay, fine, right? All I'm saying is, and I don't want to get off that point. People said that it wasn't non-football guys didn't have no power, didn't have no say. So again, whether he didn't want to pay Tua or not, that's fine. We could debate that later. Let's stay on the original topic. Why is Brandon Shore a money guy, a capologist, right? Why is he why does he have the power to say he don't want to sign to it?
Yeah, he need to stay in accounting.
He just need to stay in account. Thank you, Tone. Go get a calculator and crunch some numbers.
Hey, well, I mean,
I'm just saying, bro, if Chris Greer comes and says, let's say for the sake of argument, Chris Greer is the general manager. He's the guy that we love to blame, right? If Chris Greer says, I'm going to pay Tua, all Brandon Shore's job is currently is to get those numbers right for the contract that Chris Greer is about to pay Tua. Brandon Shore should not be able to tell Chris Greer or anybody else in that organization that he does not want to pay Tua. And not saying you, Tone, but if people cannot see that is a problem, then I don't know how to help you, bro.
Lou, you care to answer this question? Ultimately, the owner is not a football guy. That's why I keep asking for new owners. That's from Ali.
And again, bro, listen, I'm not debating that with anybody or Ali or not. That's fine. I'm not going to argue that. But explain to me, how do we get the owner to sell the team?
We don't. We can't.
And that's where the story ends for me, Tone. I want to
Fair enough.
Things that we can try to change. The owner's not going to change, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
let's start talking about the other things and things that we can control if Brandon Shore starts making decisions,
That's a fact.
right? But we can't control to make Stephen Ross sell the team, bro. Like, so I get Ali's point, but no, for me, again, Tone, all I'm trying to do, and it's not absolving Chris Greer, because at some point I do agree with like Nene and others that have said it. Bro, Chris Greer, grow a backbone, bro. To go tell Brandon Shore to go kick rocks.
Oh, I thought you was going to say Stephen A was wrong. Okay, you can talk about that.
No. Well, nah. That was a horrible argument, by the way. That shit was horrible. But
shout out to Nene.
Shout out to Nene. But no, bro, like, again, this is a concerning. This should be concerning for all the fan base, right? Not so much me, maybe not so much you, Tone, because we already knew this, right? But the fact of the matter is, there's your proof. Non-football guys, go watch the video. Dave Hyde said Brandon Shore did not want to pay a player. Again, why does Brandon Shore have so much say whether players are getting paid or not?
He shouldn't have that much.
Hey, Tone, sounds like he's making football decisions, right?
That's what it sounds like to me. Hey, Pablo,
okay, right.
I would tell you this bad boy here is legit. If y'all didn't see the last episode, or y'all wasn't in the space yesterday, or was it this morning? It was yesterday's space, right? Lou? That we was running all the man.
It was the super box space, baby.
Yeah, that thing is, when I say legit, it's legit. Rashad, this is a large, my boy. I got all sizes though. Hey, appreciate you, Mystic. Yes, it is. It's not today, but it is on Sunday. So I just wanted to let our subscribers and our people, our supporters know. By the next time y'all see me on camera, I will be 41 years old. You feel me? And yes, get the likes up. 25 people. Well, now it's 27 of y'all in the building. 16 likes. Y'all hit the like on the way in, or if not, hit it on the way out. But make sure y'all tap that like button. If you not subscribe, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I was just going to say, my bad, Tone. I always tell Pablo that he always says what's up to you and never me, but he says, sup OG. So, hey, Pablo, salute, homie. You know what I'm saying? What's good? Yeah. Hey, Tone, real quick. People don't like talking to me because, this is that small channel over here. You know what I'm saying? So, people don't want to talk to me, man.
Hey, listen, Lou. Look what he said, though. I'm getting a super box, baby.
Super box, baby.
Hey, let's go. Super box clip. Hey, listen, call me 2 Box Tone. Y'all already know what time it is. Got 2 of them things. Woo! That boy said, "Old ass 2 in there." Man, hopefully you look this good when you get this old, my boy. Listen, but Lou, yo, to the Brandon Shore thing.
Yeah, what do you think, Tone?
Huh? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No grades, by the way. I don't know. No grades, by the way.
Yeah, that paint's working out well for you.
this man said Jackson Dart at 13. Not today, bro. But listen to Brandon Shore. You were the first one out in the community saying something. You were standing 10 toes on it. You was the reason that I went and got educated about this collective. So hey, listen, it is what it is. Sometimes we hear things that I guess the truth hurts. Let's just be realistic. The truth hurts. When I found out that our front office was running a dysfunctional franchise, I was hurt too. But I wasn't gonna be blind. I wasn't gonna act like and like I don't know and ignore the fact that the way this franchise is ran is dysfunctional. It is what it is. So when me as a person that come out here that pushing out content, I'm gonna give you my honest assessment of how I think this team should move. And that's just how I am. look what you done started. Look, happy birthday, Beijing King Tony. Appreciate you, yo. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not surprised when you send me that. I'm like, hey, listen, man. All this does is confirm, what Lou on his small YouTube channel been saying. Damn, so let me get this straight. Tone had the super box. Lewis had the super box, and Alex is super going for the big. Yo, this is crazy.
Yo, that's
Hey,
crazy.
Alex, you gonna have to fight back at some point, man. I know he in there listening. You gonna have to fight back, man. God, dog, they own you, boy. But yeah, Lou, I wanted you to get that off early, and it's crazy because Brandon Shure. I don't know if y'all got an opportunity to check out the thumbnail, but it was something that I was sitting here, while I was putting this super box to use. You know what I'm saying? Watching the new TV series I just started watching. That actually turned out to be pretty dope. Um, and I was looking. I turned on the Florida game. I'm watching the game. Boom, boom, boom. Then the commercial hit the um on the TV. Right. So I'm like, hmm, that makes a lot of sense. It was I forgot what team was that. Was it the Heat? They were talking about something, and it made me think about the Miami Heat. I mean about the Dolphins with the way they constructed this and they signed these free agents and the way these deals are set up. I got to thinking, are they quietly, secretly trying to sneak in a mini 2-year rebuild, Lou?
Tone, what did I tell everybody? Right? When we were debating a couple weeks ago, I said the Dolphins, let's say if they were 9-8 or 10-7 or whatever, and then let's say they made the playoffs, would they be mad? Obviously not, right? But what did I also say, Tone? If they were 4-13, you think they would be batting the eye?
No,
No, they would not.
no.
Because the fact of the matter is that 4-13 could get them a top 10 pick next year in a loaded quarterback class. And I'm not trying to turn this into a quarterback class. I'm just saying, to your point and to your question, absolutely, bro. Is Jalen Ramsey going to be part of this team in 2026? I believe not. Bradley Chubb, I believe not. Tyreek Hill, I believe not. Tua Tagovailoa, I believe not. To your question, Tone, yeah, the rebuild is in, and they are quietly telling you. But we do have a Tua for 2025.
It's
Again, it's called a retool. That's fine.
no, I think
But
they go ahead, Lou.
but Tone, when your best players are leaving, right? The Jalen Ramseys, the Bradley Chubbs, the Tyreek Hills, it's not a retool no more. You see what I'm saying? If you're retooling when you get rid of Jordan Poyer for the guy we just brought in now, that's a retool, right? But if
That's
you're
a fact.
losing your best players, no, you're basically saying we tried with this collected or collection of talent. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
work out. Now it's time to get those out, bring in the new, right? It
Yeah,
is what it is, bro. I don't know, Tone. I always bring it up. In elementary school, there would be 10 dots on a sheet of paper, and the teacher would tell you, connect the
connect the
dots.
dots.
If you guys cannot connect the dots, do you realize that every player we sign this offseason, there's no guaranteed money in 2026?
Happy birthday, Tone. Take the shot, bro. I am gonna take a shot when I get off. For sure, for sure. I'm taking a shot. Trust me, I'm gonna be out lit. He say, I just got here a 2-year. I just got here a 2-year rebuild. Isn't this the 6-year with two? Oh, so no. I'm gonna break it down a little for y'all. I'm not. I'm saying how they trying to sneak this in right under our nose, but nah, I don't think that they're not being slick. Yo,
That's wild.
I
That's wild.
so it's going to November by Wycliffe. Wow.
Hey,
Shout
look
out
who
to
it is.
hey, listen, I see y'all with the happy birthdays, man.
LLP in the building.
Oh,
LLP, you.
LP, what's good? Oh, the bully is in the
Hey,
building. Kelvin ain't gonna be nowhere in that chat. I tell you
hey,
that right now.
hey, LLP, you want to know what size shoe Tony wears?
LL, pull up. LL, man. You in the city, man. Pull up. Take a shot with
Yeah.
the boy. Oh man, listen, shout out. I see y'all with the happy birthdays. I appreciate y'all. But listen, James say poor Kelvin. Listen, I don't know if y'all checked out the thumbnail. I should boot my shit up like I always do right up here, but I ain't gonna do that. So I went to start taking a look at these contracts, and start thinking, I'm like, hey, listen, it would behoove the Miami Dolphins, because they're playing this season, so we know that's how it's gonna go. But winning the best season to move off every last one of these big contracts. 2026. That's when, from this point until everyone's contract is over with, this is when you can say, that's when you can save the most money in 2026. And then you pair that up with the fact that every new signing this year, no one is guaranteed money after this year. So
Even James Daniels on that 3-year deal. If you
yes,
look at it, this
every
year
last
is
one of them.
it's virtually a 1-year deal, Tone.
Well, sorry, the only one that has money because they just moved the money to 2026, and that's what it was 3.8, right? Yeah, 3.8 is Zach Wilson, and they just
Mm-hmm.
moved that over to
Right.
create whatever they're creating that for. So all I'm saying is now Tua, on the other hand, I'll get to that. Matter of fact, let me stick to that. So what I'm saying,
You still think that restructure's coming?
I've never thought that. Hold on, don't you put that negative on me, Ricky Bobby. I've never said they were going to restructure him. Like we both was like, it makes no sense for them to restructure him. Like y'all already messed up and did not make him play on that 5th-year option. Please don't compound that with another mistake by restructuring him. If you restructure that man, nah, bro. Man, she said Kevin Adams might as well start hanging out tonight. This is crazy. Listen, Tyreek, I'll tell you that Tyreek's cap hit for 2026, $51.8 million.
It ain't happening.
Ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
But if they cut him, if they designate him, well, if they cut him pre June,
Mm-hmm.
it's only a $15 million cap hit.
Cap hit. But if they
Saving,
post June,
yeah, well, pre June is 15. That'll save 36 million on the
mm-hmm.
cap. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Right.
That sounds good. But listen, post June, right, is a $12 million cap hit, and you saving $39 million.
Yeah. And that's what the plan is.
39. So that's post. Now, mind you, how many can you designate for post June? Two only, right?
I believe it's 2.
Right. Okay. Now, let's go to the next person. Bradley Chubb, and I'm gonna run through them, and then I'm gonna go through them individual. I mean, we're gonna go through them as a collective, but you heard that? You like how I put that in a collective?
Absolutely.
Hey, Chubb is a $31.2 million cap hit. All of these are in 2026, but if they pre-cut them, pre-June cut them, if they release them, it's only a 23.8, saving you $7.3 million. If they post-June it, it's only a $10.9 million cap hit, saving you $20.2 million. So with just them two alone, you could save $59.2 million with just
Basically 60 million.
facts, right? Now, the next one, and these are the three outside of two, these are the three major contracts that we have. The next one is Ramsey. Ramsey cap hit on 2026 is $25 million. If you cut them pre-June, it's 18.4, saving you 6.5 million, right? If you post-June them, the cap hit is only 6.7, saving you $18.2 million. Now you do the math.
Well, that but that would be
78
3.
million.
But that would be 3 post June cuts though.
Right, but you ain't gonna be no. Well, yeah, you're right. So if they do them, that's
Yeah.
that's still 60.5. I mean
Right.
66.5 million with
Right.
just those
Right.
three. If you get rid of them,
Absolutely.
right? And
Right.
that's the major ones. You cannot cut. I'm gonna explain it. You cannot cut Tua in 2026. You can't. It's not gonna happen. The only way you might do that to try to balance it up if you do reach Chubb and then you do Tua, it'll take it from 60 right to 18, around about 18. Let's say 17.2, 18 million. Because if you cut Tua pre-June, that is 42.8 negative cap hit. You're gonna take a hit, 42.8 million hit if you cut him. And if you do it post-June, right? It's 67.4, and it's still a negative $11 million. Like you're not take. So there's no way they cut him. He's on the team. The one I saw that, Lord, that what made me go dig into the rest of these players on contract. I'm like, well, they can't move off of him. And I said, let's see how they're going to do this, right? And what makes it, Austin Jackson is the next one. I don't think they're going to do nothing with him. I think they're going to keep him, you know what I'm saying, because his contract is not really a big of a deal. I can't go into that if y'all want to, but we're not going to do that. But, right, so how do you make this work? Because remember, they have that out in 2027. Yes, Rashad, that's why I said secretly a 2-year. They trying to sneak in a 2-year rebuild on us. You get what I'm saying? He said that's the GOAT Austin Jackson to you. They trying to sneak in a new because Lou, what have everyone been saying? The real quarterback will be coming out in 2027. Not that 2026 draft.
Yeah, but the quarterback class in 2026 is a lot better. I know everybody sees Arch Manning in 2027. Yeah, the 2026 class.
DJ Lagway, Arch Manning.
Right, but I'm saying 2026 is gonna be better than what we're getting this year.
Oh,
right?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. What I'm saying is, Tone, when I hear the $42 million cap hit or the dead cap, right? That doesn't go towards the actual cap, though.
Yes, it does.
Again, bro, do you think, or anybody think, that Stephen Ross will have a problem cutting $42 million? Oh, you don't care about that. That's like pulling $40 out his wallet, Tone. What I'm saying is, right, we're going back to connect the dots. Stephen Ross has been trying to get off of Tua for the last 5 years.
That's and every chance he could get. Dude.
And again, I don't think he's trying to wait till 2027. I don't think so.
I don't know. It looks like it because listen. Do you think Tua's the guy? Hold on. Let's look at this part, right? Let me present my argument. Then you go put the rebuttal in, right? So we both on the same. We don't think Tua's the guy, right? My main issue is injury concerns. You can discuss yours, on yours, right? So I'm looking at it from this standpoint. Listen, he at least above an 80% chance he's gonna miss a game. He's gonna get injured. This is a foregone conclusion, and I think that's why they didn't mind. I'm putting all the pieces of the puzzle. You said connect the dots. I'm putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. That's why I think they didn't mind rolling over that $3.8 million of Zach Wilson over to that 2026 season, because guess what? Tua goes down, that injury, barn, whatever, and you have to force or involuntarily have him retire. Whatever happens with Tua, you get what I'm saying? Even if he played the season out and he doesn't do what we thought, he was capable, or what they thought he was capable of, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna move off of all of his weapons for the most part. We don't know what they could do with Jalen Waddle. I didn't even bring up his contract because I don't think that they are going to touch Jalen Waddle. But I don't. Jonnu, I think they're gonna be out of here. Ramsey, Tyreek, Bradley Chubb, Phillips, Jalen Phillips. I think they're going that year. It's gonna be Tua, Waddle, and a bunch of scrubs. I'm sorry, that's what I think is gonna happen. So rather, and if Tua's gone, it's gonna be Zach Wilson, Waddle, and a bunch of scrubs.
But it don't
the
have
fix
to
is gonna be in at that point.
Again, but it don't have to be Zach Wilson. Let me.
I don't have to be.
Well, I'm just saying. Again, you don't think that owners and organizations watch other organizations?
For sure they do. You know they do.
Okay, cool. So if the Dolphins were watching another organization, you go draft a rookie and you get Tua up out of here in 2026, just like Denver got Russell Wilson, carried $95 million in dead cap because they have the money, and them guys are now, they don't care about none of that. See, we keep trying to hold on to things. Oh my God, Tua's going to be. No, he doesn't have to be here. All you guys always tell me is Stephen Ross cuts these checks. Stephen Ross has been cutting, making money off everybody, right? He makes all kind of money. You think he cares about $42 million? Is that what y'all think?
Lou, but if you don't gotta spend it, why spend it? Well, you could get the job done without spending it.
Because they want Tua up out of here.
He would be up out of here. He just won't be a cap casualty.
They want him up out of here in 2026.
Why? Why? It's cheaper. It's cheaper to get him up out of here in 2027. Remember.
Again,
Now,
that's
mind
fine.
you. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Right, yo, mind you, because that's just the cap hit. That's just the cap hit that he got to pay. Remember, he still has to pay two of that money that he's guaranteed. Whether it's 56 million, that's on
Again,
top
who
of
cares?
42.
Is that is,
No. You. What I'm saying is, there's no need if you don't have to pay him that 56 million and take a 42 million dollar cap hit. It literally make no sense.
sounds like a lot of 95 million to me in Denver. They ate it.
Yeah, and that's what our standpoint. You know, as a fans. See, I'm not speaking from a fan's standpoint. I'm speaking on what I think they're trying to sneak and do under our nose. Was what I'm saying. As a fan standpoint, we echo those same sentiments. Lewis, I don't care how much it is. Denver did it. They ain't have a problem with it. So why can't we do it? Cool. What I'm saying is, I'm looking at what's going on. I'm looking at how all of these contracts are structured. I'm looking at how they're structuring the contracts coming in. And I'm like, seeing like some slick things are going on. Then on top of that, you got the money guy, you know what I'm saying? Brandon Shaw. It falls right in line of what I'm saying. You know what? They might be listening to us, Louis. You know what? He might have seen my thumbnail and went on that Alan Poupart shirt show to get out ahead of this. That's what I think happened.
No, people ain't been listening to me.
And that's why I say they've been listening to me. We know they don't listen to you. I'm just saying they were listening to me.
And again, that's why this team is in the position they are in now.
Well, technically, no, they not, because you was all for giving to the contract. I, sir, was the one that said make him play on that 5th-year option. Let's get that established right here.
1,000%. 1,000%. I wanted to pay Tua, right? I was wrong. Cool. No one bats 1,000. I've been telling people, though, they're moving off of all these players. They're trying to find a way to move off of Tua. And they're not trying to wait till 2027. The fact of the matter is, I'm telling you what, again, it's not, Tone, you know this. This comment right here is not for you. It's for everybody else. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. Now y'all can sit here and believe what you want. You know what all this sounds like to me? Remember when I told y'all about Brandon Short? No, Lewis, you're wrong. Check it out. Remember when I told you that the restructure for Tua wasn't coming, that the organization was tired of Tua Tagovailoa? No, you're wrong. Check it out. Y'all can keep listening and be like, no, Lou, you're wrong. You're wrong. Again, I'm turning out to be right. So this narrative that Tua's going to be here after 2026, I don't know, bro. It's not happening. To move off of him. They are going to find a way to do it. Whether it's trade, whether they eat all that money, they don't care.
All right. Well, why are you focusing on Tua? I just said I'm not bringing Tua in its whether I literally said whether they move off of him. Hold on. I was saying whether they move off of him or they don't. From the way I'm looking at how this is structured, from what I'm thinking, they're thinking how they're trying to sneak this in. I don't think they're going to basically release him and cut it. It has to be an injury situation, which I think is a high probability. Don't forget about that part. It's a high probability. But if that doesn't happen, bro, they literally can let that man ride that bench and have, because of the health concern. Because even if you remember how
you think in 2026 they're going to let Tua be on the team but ride the bench?
They was willing to do it last year. Why wouldn't they? I mean, why wouldn't they do it this year?
Let him ride the bench. What do you mean ride the bench? What do you mean by that?
The injury. He didn't want to go on. He didn't want to go on the IR. He didn't want. They was Lewis. Now this was coming from you. It was your part of the argument. You didn't think they wanted him to play another down in the NFL. Now, if he's stubborn and hard-headed,
right, but that was after the injury. Tone, what I'm saying is, do you think that they are going to keep this man on the roster in 2026?
Yes, because he's paid for already.
And start someone else? Is that what you think?
If he's injured, yes.
Again, no. Let's say he's not injured. Who's starting in 2026 if he's not
injured? Lou. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, that's fine. If he's not, no. You see, look at that face you just made. You know what I'm saying? Again, let's say he's
What's I
healthy,
mean?
Tone.
Huh?
Again, if he's healthy, Tone, is he starting in 2026 or is he riding the bench?
If he's healthy, I think he starts. Yes.
This is what I'm saying. They don't want this man no more.
Lewis, have you been watching Tua play football? One thing is, listen, it's like death taxes, bro. He's going to get injured. You're going to, whether he's on the field or not, you're going to have another quarterback on that field tanking. I'm sorry to tell you, that's how it's going to happen. Now, do I want it to be like that? No, I wish they had the balls and the fortitude to go out and cut him, take that $42 million hit, and keep it pushing. They're not going to do that. I would like for them to do that. We both would. But I'm sorry, I had to disagree with you on that part. I don't think they're going to take an unnecessary when you can literally do what you want to do with him on because he's paid already. He's paid. There's no reason to let him take up to let him get guaranteed that contract if they haven't talked about this. Guaranteed. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we'll see.
You know what I'm saying? It's somehow, some way he's going to get injured. Anyway, I don't really care. I think of 2026, it's not going to have nothing to do with Tua. They're going to figure out a way for this team to get one of them quarterbacks in the 2027. I guarantee you. I'm telling you right now. Because now what they should do, what should happen, right, is they should put that plan into play starting this season. Because I'm sorry, do you think? Let me ask you a question. Do you think Tua is going to play?
Bro, regardless of the fact,
tentative this year, like he did in 2023, to try to make sure he gets through 19.
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. The fact of the matter is,
you think he's gonna finally?
Tua won't be here in 2026. I'm telling you now, bro.
He might not be. Now I'm not wasting that out. I'm saying if healthy.
No, what I'm saying is, Tom, forget about cutting them. Forget about nothing. These people that think you can't get no draft pick for Tua. You're not getting the first. You're not getting the second. You're not getting the third. You're not getting the fourth. You don't think? I'm telling you.
I don't think no one's gonna pick up that contract unless
they trade him for a 6th-round pick, and that other team would tell them, "Hey, Stephen Ross will cut. He'll cut the check, bro." If that other team tells them, "Steven, I want you to pay more than half of the remaining contract. Give me a 6th-round pick. You can have him." He's not going to be here in 2026.
I like that. I would like that one too, Lou. If you put it like that, I wouldn't mind that too. I wouldn't mind that.
I'm trying to give you ways. I'm telling you, bro. He's not going to be here in 20. The organization is tired of Tua, bro.
Well, we both know this already. That's why I'm putting.
But that's what I'm saying. But they're not waiting.
we just know the difference in how he is or is not going to be on this team on 2026. But
waiting. You know why they're not waiting?
But they're not going to listen. When they trade him, they don't take that big dead cap hit like that. They don't.
Well, there you go. And
that's a whole completely different scenario now, Lou. That is way different right there.
And that's what we're doing. We're giving scenarios.
Now, my mindset, now, if you own that, I would give you that, all that. I'm in my head like, who in the world is going to want to pay for Tua? Especially if he get injured this season.
The Dolphins will pay for him to be out of
No, I'm saying to put them on a roster, because you still who won't put them on their roster?
Anybody. Who cares? As a backup?
You see how you say anybody? You just sound like a Dolphin fan I want to get rid of.
Again.
But somebody has to want to put them on a roster, though, right?
I don't have the power to get rid of them. Even though I want to, I don't have the power.
That's a fact.
What I'm telling you is the Dolphins don't want him in the building, bro.
I don't either, Lou.
Point blank. No, well, again, but take me, you, and all the people listening to us. Take them out. The Dolphins don't want him in the building. And you know this narrative. Well, we'll just cut him in 2027. Who knows if Stephen Ross will be here in 2027? And I've been trying to tell y'all, the people that think Stephen Ross don't want to win, no, that's factually incorrect. He wants to win. He just don't know how to win.
Who?
The wrong people in place. No, Stephen Ross.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What I'm saying is, people are like, well, Tua will be here in 2026. We'll just wait and
no
Trey
ramifications.
Up in his I know he is.
Again, going crazy on Tua.
in 2027, Stephen Ross will be 167 years old. That man don't have no time to wait till 2027.
It's 1 year, Lou.
And again, that man
Hey.
is 2 donuts and a chocolate milk away from having a heart attack.
Hey, listen, you sound like me as the fan. I'm sorry. That's why I'm not really. He said, "Jay Cooke and Ace boy, y'all two in there to kill me." Now you sound like me as a fan, Lou, and that's why I'm not giving you too much major pushback because I would love for them to handle that business like that. But me just going through looking at the things, crypto say Lou is trash. Oh man. He said, "Look, the Blitz is scared to pull up Jay comment because he's straight cooking in the chat." But yeah, Louis, you sound like me as a fan, and I'm not gonna. That's why I'm not giving you major pushback. I'm just looking at these structures of these contracts, and I'm like, it's starting to make a little too much sense. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't. No, sir. I'm looking at it like, making a little too much sense for them to try to sneak one in on us. You get what I'm saying? Now, Lewis, even with the way it's constructed, that don't take it. That's why I'm not really giving you too much pushback because that don't take away the fact that they could do the same thing. They can go and go. What's the poll? He said, "Who voted no?" Oh, we got a poll going on. What we doing? What's the poll, y'all? Should Tony take a B-Day shot on? I'm gonna vote yes on that, my goddamn son. You hear me? Man, hold on. Who put no on? Yeah, I need answer. You know what, Dundee? You right. I need answer. Which one of y'all voted no on that doggone poll? I want answers right now. Lou, you voted no, man? Or did you know we had the poll going on?
I didn't even know we had a poll going on, to be honest with you.
The thing about it is, Lou, like I say, as a fan, yeah, I'm all for you. I've been done with Tua since year 4. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, I appreciate you. He said Dundee voted no. Appreciate you, Dundee. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I was done with him after year 4. That's why I said let him play on that 5th year option and just move forward. Like it's a failed. It was a failed rebuild. We all know that the rebuild it failed. You chose. Listen, we said it the show before. We picked who we thought Brian Flores or Tua. 2020 hindsight. Me and you both was on the same side of that argument. We felt like they chose the wrong guy. You know, we had a very healthy debate against our chat. You know, the Tua Nears of the world. They thought Tua was the right guy. Cool. Everyone had that opinion. But what I would say is, whoever voted no must think this is a small channel.
You think that's funny, Tone? You think that's funny? Oh, okay.
I just like the way she put 2 as if she agrees with that. You know what I'm saying? That's
real cute. That's real cute, by the way, man. That's real cute.
But listen, what I'm saying is, it makes too much. Lou, the way what you're saying, it makes too much sense. The way I'm looking at it, that also makes too much sense. So all I'm saying is, don't be blind. And hey, me and Lou been telling y'all from Spaces to now we on YouTube to this thing right here is getting ready. This rebuild or whatever y'all want to call this, it's about to explode in their face. I'm sorry. When they signed that contract and they didn't make him pay on that 50 option, I already knew it was coming. I already knew that the destruction was on the way. Period. Tony, any comments on what Olympian and Michael Johnson said about Tyreek Hill? Oh, Lou? Did you hear about that?
Nah. This is news to me.
Ali, I semi agree with him. He's a world-class athlete. Noah Lyles is technically the fastest man in the world, but I think he forgot one thing. Tyreek ran track in college too, so it's not like he's just going to get on a track and not know what to do and not know how to get out the blocks. not know how to stay low, keep his head down for the first, I guess, 30, 40 meters, and then you know what I'm saying, then explode. Say into his form. I think Tyreek understands that. So that's the only disagreement that I had with him. Now, Noah Lyles should smoke his boots, yes, for sure. Um, he would. Now, would he smoking about 40 meters? Like Michael Johnson said, I don't know. Tyreek has been injured and he is getting older, so he might. I think he should beat him by a healthy mark. I'll tell you that. It should be clear levels if him and Noah Lyles race. And I think they just hyping us up to get us. I don't think it's gonna actually happen. And even if it's gonna be a spectacle like these boxing matches with what these two it was Tyson and what the two dudes name is. Logan Paul
Tyson
yeah,
and Jake Paul.
Jake and Logan Paul. Yeah, like those guys. I think it's just gonna be a spectacle. People gonna come out and watch it. There are people that don't understand the difference between track and field and football. You know why they say it's football speed? Because it's different. It's like, yo, you don't. Yeah, you faster than him on track, but he has football speed. Which means he knows angles. You know what I'm saying? He know how to run routes. It's certain things where he could do to not, to where he could play the sport of football, and you don't have to be the fastest person. Larry Fitzgerald wasn't the fastest receiver. Anquan Bolden wasn't the fastest receiver. Jerry Rice wasn't the fastest receiver, but they had football speed. You see them breaking long touchdown runs still because they understand football speed. So I do think, no. He said more than 10 meters. I think he said 40 meters. Well, I might. It might have been 10. But I know he said about a large amount. I'm like, God, dog. He said he's gonna smoke them. But yeah. But moving on to who I was gonna ask you a question. Oh yeah, listen. Based on now, I know you feel like, but do you think? Oh, we're moving on at least. Oh, he did say the 10 meters. Okay. Do you think that they're moving off Tyreek, Chubb, and Ramsey, all three of them next season, Lou?
Yeah, I do believe those three will be up out of here. Absolutely.
Okay, for like 100%. So all three of them are leaving along with Tua.
I believe so. Yes.
You to your credit though, Lou. If that happened, then that cap hit is not as it's not really as devastating as it would be.
Tone? Because think about it, right? What you just said with those three players eliminating you basically with Tyreek and Chubb, right?
Reek and Chubb, yeah.
You got like 60 million if you post June net.
Yeah, 60 million.
Right? You get another six, basically almost 7 million with Ramsey, correct?
Ramsey, 6.5, yes.
All right, so now you're at 67, almost 67 million just with those three players. Mm-hmm. Guess what happens in 2026? That cap goes up. Mean? Or no, I'm saying after 2025.
Oh yeah, the cap goes up. Yes, right.
The cap goes up. So if we,
but it do go up for everyone else in the league too.
Absolutely, but I'm not worried about the league because the Dolphins will get another $25 to $30 million.
I think it was over a Dundee. I think it was the 100-meter. Yeah, but I'm saying though, Luke. But when it goes up for us, it still goes up for the rest of the league, so we still won't be able to compete. But that will be good for us too, because I don't think they want to compete immediately.
Right. I'm not saying for us to compete with the league, Tone. What I'm saying is, to your point, let's say we did move off of Tua and that cap hit. Again, we're going to have 67 million plus, let's say, another 20, almost 30 million if the cap goes up. So to your point, it would help in that situation. Right, I'm just telling you, bro. Again, whether it's 2026, whether it's 2027, the Tua experiment is over. They don't believe in him, right? The way the team is moving is showing you that. They didn't restructure him. They could have saved 20 million this year and got the team, build it up, and they don't believe, bro. So what people need to understand, this current 5-year rebuild with the collective, with all these players we brought in, and with Tua Tagovailoa, it is over, man. Yeah. Let that shit go. Like, I don't know what people are still holding on for. Let it go. It's over.
Shout out to Triple S in the building. Go ahead,
Tony. Tony, you know what it reminds me of? It's like, and again, I'm not making light of this situation, but it's like a junkie. It's like a crackhead, right? The first hit of heroin, best hit of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Best hit.
And then they be chasing it.
After
again.
that, all you're doing is chasing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
all we're doing is chasing this dream that we have at this point. We gotta let it go, bro.
That's a
Let it
fact.
go.
That's a fact. I think we both on the same. We in the same lines as that. We know they're getting away from tour. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. I was just looking at it. Seemed like they might make it
What?
in the 2 years. And if you
My
think
fault,
it's
Tom.
1 year, yeah, the 40 million that it's supposed to
They
go up.
projected 40 million.
With the TV deals coming in. So yeah, I think, and that's at least we're always on the same page when it comes to that argument, bro. The experiment is over. It's been 6 years of this, bro. 6 years. Well, going on 6 years. Sorry, this season will make the 6 year, and I just how like it doesn't take the franchise. You know what, Lou? You know what you didn't bring up when I was thinking about that. You remember your tinfoil with the Mike Tomlin? This plays right in lines with that too.
1000%.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know. You know what? But see, Lou, the way he would have a lot of money to spend on 2027, though, Lou. So,
He's not gonna have what, Tom?
I say he's going to have a lot of money to spend in 2027. Goodness gracious. That I didn't even think. I just thought about it. I'm like, oh, Louis, you remember you said, you know what I'm saying? Well, we'll let that play out how it play out. Hopefully it's him, not the other dude. Yeah, yeah.
Nah, hell nah.
Yeah, the other dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm with. Hopefully your dude that you could put out in the open, but my dude that I get it. Some people would like it. Some people wouldn't mind. Me personally, no. I'm more on the lines of Mike Tomlin. Uh, get it? You know what I'm saying? Both are Super Bowl winning coaches, so I get. But yeah, I'm leaning more towards the Mike Tomlin way. If that's a possibility, I'm not mad at it. But so let me ask. Since you think that they're moving off from 2026, how are you under the lines that they're going to pick a quarterback in the 2026 draft? Lou, did I lose you, Lou?
No, I'm right here. I just got caught up doing some things. Yeah, I do believe in 2026 they draft a quarterback. Absolutely.
So what do you think? What position you think we're gonna be picking this season? Because if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, you're on record saying 7 to 8 wins, right? Do you think that's? Do you think that's? I don't think that's unless they're gonna trade. For me, yeah, let me speak for me. For me, I don't think 7 to 8 wins. That's not going to get you in the top five. It's not. It might still get you within that. 8 to 13 area where we seem to love to land in there. I don't. I just they'll have to do a little bit more for me to think that they're going to get a quarterback. Grumpy said he got 5 wins. That's what's up. He said when the 2026 season ends, we'll have a chance to give it up all these big contracts. However, the maximizing of cap space and after the maximizing of the cap space and after 2028. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to get what you're trying to say that, bro. But nah. Oh well, until Lewis come back, I'm gonna break this down for y'all real quick. The
No,
reason that
I'm here.
I
Here,
thought
Tom.
you was okay. I thought you was
No.
busy. So what I'm saying is, what do you think we land after this season, and then do you think we're going to be in a position to be able to get a quarterback for the future, so to speak?
Yeah, absolutely. Because again, I think. mm, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, Tom. Remember the episode we did with TD, and shout out to TD, right? When we did the lineup and we went over the schedule with TD, and TD was like, "Well, that lost," and we were going through it. We had 7 wins right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We came up with 7. Let's
Yeah.
say Let's say the Dolphins lose two more on top of that. Just by
That's 5.
that's 5. You don't think 5-12 get you in the top 10?
Yeah, 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 for
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. Absolutely. So again, bro, I don't think this team is trying to win, bro. To be honest with you, I don't.
I
I
don't either.
don't.
Now that me and you 100% agree on that.
And,
1000% we agree on that.
and why do you think that is? Because they realize the rebuild has to happen. It just has to.
So let me ask you this, and let me just throw out this scenario. Which one you think would be better for the future? 2 subpar seasons back to back, or 1 bad season, then you get your franchise quarterback, and you win.
Tom, Tom, you just had a subpar season in 2024.
Right. But what we
So
picked
so
is
this so 2025 would be your second.
no. I'm talking about after this season, because right now we still have Tua. So the I'm not going to say blind fan. The fans that still have faith and hope in Tua, they still think we have an opportunity or a chance to win, to have a successful season, far as 10 to 11 games minimum. I don't think anyone that was a Tua fan said we was going to lose less than 10 games.
Where are the Dolphins winning 11 games at? They moving to the USFL.
Hey, listen, man, I'm just talking about what the Tua said. Speaking of top 10,
The,
Tyler Hill is one of the ones.
what,
Go.
are the Dolphins playing the 2025 season in the
Concrete
Canadian
said,
Football League?
hey, listen, man. Concrete said, I've been saying Dolphins floor is 5-12 and sitting at 7-10.
Bro, they're not.
That's us. Concrete.
They're
Again. Jerry said
bro,
11.
they're not.
14.
Shit. Put another $10 on that. Put another $10 that they win 11
He got
games.
Pampers to buy, Lou. Come on, don't do the man like that.
Well, listen, hey, at this point, man, I'll take that man's money. I don't give a damn.
Well, I get it. I get it. I understand. Listen, man, it is what it is. I don't know what to say after this.
Lock that in. Lock it in, Dre.
Oh, he said lock it in. All right. So do you? You know what? I want to go on the rant, but let me see. Real quick. Oh, we got 38 votes in there. That thing is at 92%. I want to go on the rant real quick, but I do want to understand, because we were talking about the Stephen Ross, and I get it, and because you said something right now that I think we glossed over, is that a lot of people, like, we can't get Stephen Ross to sell the team, but what we can say, and just for me as the owner, the man, I think he's trying, and it just like you, I said this, I had arguments in spaces, I've said this over here, and I just heard you say it as well, Lou. I just think he doesn't know how to. He needs to get someone in the building that is a football go. Oh, this show is scripted now. Yo, you see this?
Hey.
Oh, this show is scripted now. I do. Well, I was. That sounds crazy. No, because I was trying to see. So what I was doing was checking out, because I got the poll on the screen, and I was trying to see if it won. I was gonna go grab me a shot and let.
hey, you saying you got the poll on the screen is insane. By the way, that's crazy.
Hey, yo, that was that worse than the Brian Flores?
Hey, yo, that's crazy. That's wild.
Oh my God. That's wild. I don't know which one was first. But the thing about it is he needs to find. I think the way he became successful was micromanaging people, right? And I don't think he understands that doesn't work in the NFL. It doesn't. You're not going to be successful that way, because you don't have enough football knowledge to be able to disagree with the decisions that the football guys are making. And I mean, history should show you. It's like, bro, it's not gonna happen, dog. It isn't. So just get a football guy in the building, let them do their thing, and you sit back, because you're willing to spend the money. But what I did want to ask you, Lou, speaking of Ross, so do you think it's more Brandon Sure now that this comment came out? that is the one that's been tight knit to the pocket when it comes to these contracts? Or because I remember before you were like, oh, I think Stephen Ross is sending the message, to the team. Like, nah, I'm not spending that money. I don't spend enough. Now y'all get it done with what y'all got because I'm done with Tua. Do you think it's more Brandon Stewart now as opposed to Stephen Ross?
No, I think all of them. Again, Tone, that's why I was kind of making the
And
argument
hold on, I'll be
that I
right back, Lou. Matter of fact.
no, that I believe Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, all these guys, I believe they might be safe, bro. That's why they're moving like this. I think they sat back and they were realized that putting and dumping all this money into this team, it wasn't working. Point blank, period. And I think they all sat back and realized, hey, why do that? Let's get that out. Let's figure it out, and let's start moving off these contracts and start rebuilding. And I think that's what the plan is. Like, I don't see why. Like, if Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, and everybody was on the hot seat, don't you think they would try to, even without spending like the money, but like try? It just seems right. And I'm trying to watch what I say because I don't want to. It just seems like they're not even trying to win, bro. Like nothing like they're not trying to put like a winning product on the field. It just feels like that. It feels like what when we had those conversations about did we tank correctly in 2020? I think they learned. That's what I really think. I think they learned. I think Stephen Ross, the collective, Chris Greer, all of them, we had this opportunity once before when we were tearing this thing down and rebuilding. And now I think that's what the plan is. And I think they're not going to screw it up. Or at least they're not going to try to screw it up. It just is what it is. Like, I don't think, I again, Tone, I could be wrong. I just think this team is not trying to win. That's what I think.
Uh, I feel the same way. Uh, I went and grabbed me a shot. By the way, I don't know if y'all can see that. I did. I still
That's
had.
water. That's water, by the way.
I knew you was gonna say that. I had some left over from the tailgate. Miami Dolphins, 1800 tequila, baby.
That's water in that tequila
Yeah,
bottle, by the
Cal, that's
way.
100%. But listen, I do. I think we're on the same page when it comes to. I don't think that they're trying to win, and I mean, hopefully we get the fans like us that when we evaluate it objectively, and we don't just be blind fans and be like just have the hope and the wish and everything is going to work out because we're fans on this team and we don't want to say anything negative. No, bro, that's not how it goes, man. Like, listen, yeah. And then I know we have fans that say, "Oh, if you're a fan of this team, you're supposed to want to win by any means necessary." Well, sometimes because this is a sport and this is a business, you have to put yourself in position to win for the future. That bottle that bottle is as clear as Alice's appearance tonight. That is a fact, yo. Um, so I just don't think that. I just don't think that people should not understand the business part of the football when it comes to your fandom. I used to be a blind fan. I used to want to win no matter what. I used to not understand, what I'm saying, when people was talking about getting what you call it? Getting tanking for certain people. I was a person that didn't believe in that. I didn't understand that because I thought you're supposed to win by any means necessary. But as I got older and I just start, educating myself and just looking at it from more of a business standpoint. Because if you ever play organized football, you understand, man. Something, and that's when you understand in organized football, you understand the players that's on the field. She said the Blitz pickup is not the Blitz pickup are not sponsored by 1800. Also, could confirm that bottle does not contain water. Hey, listen, Lou. But what I would say, what I would say is once I learned to get out of my feelings and start to look at this team from who they really are and not what I hope they are, then I'm like, okay, now I can evaluate this team from even mind, a clear mind. I'm sorry, a clear mind, and say, no, this is what we need. This is what we don't need. Okay, I can evaluate our players as their performance of what they're actually doing, and not what I hope they can do, not what I believe they can do. Because honestly, before the injury, I did. You remember coming into last season? What did I say, Lou? I do believe he was going to have his best season. I said that. I believe that because I'm like, if he stay healthy, I see it. I don't know if it was going to be enough to get us over the hump, but that would be, a telltale sign of how we will move forward. Unfortunately, it's the same old tour showed up. So, excuse me, when the same old tour showed up, I have to speak on the tour that shows up, not the tour that I want to show up. So I'm sorry. I was saying that last year. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Now this season, from the get-go, I'm like, bro, you're gonna have to show me better than you could tell me. Because you've been all talks, especially since you got that contract. You've been all talk. So now you got to show me that you can put on for this team, that you can carry a team. I've been saying this. Like quarterbacks that are franchise quarterbacks, they win in spite of. They don't win because of. They win in spite of, bro. And that's not, bro. I'm sorry. He's not one of them guys. At least he haven't proven to be one of them guys. And I'm not willing to wait 7, 8, 9 years to see if he developed into one of those guys. No, sorry. I'm not one of the ones that just because, oh my God, this girl is shut out. You see, man, listen. It was last season, not this season. Okay. I know. Listen, I'm not one of the ones that is the one that be like, oh, damn, I lost my train of thought because he talked about last season. What the heck I was saying? Yeah, dog it. I done blanked out on that. A tour. I'm not one of the ones that it take me multiple seasons to see if he's one of them guys. No, you can move off of him and start over with. I don't care if you call it a rebuild or retool or whatever it is. You got to be one of the teams that's not afraid to get the quarterback. Look what San Francisco did. We said this 100 times. San Francisco did it. Kansas City did it. Philadelphia did it. And you know what? What a coincidence. Those are the teams that are going to Super Bowls, not even so year in and year out, but for the most part, those are the teams that are in the Super Bowl. So how come we cannot be one of them teams? I don't want to be the team that hope that our quarterback make it. I want to be the team that is one of the ones that you can go in and say, we have a chance to win a Super Bowl, or at least compete for a Super Bowl. At least do that year in and year out. I see what you said, H here. I see that. I understand. But they are the one. They've been two out of the last 3 seasons, if I'm not correct, or 2 out of the last 4 seasons. So I don't know. All I can say is I'm not one of the ones that once I see someone on my team, I'm just going to stay like that and say, oh, I hope he's good. I hope he pans out. I hope he show the potential that we think he have. No, that's not one of the ones that I am. So, what I was going to say, Lou, you still there, Lou?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'm not the one that's going to say that, oh, you know what I'm saying, let's not move on because of the money, because I know I was saying about the money earlier, but I've been on the one that said Denver, they didn't care about spending that $99 million that it took them, and they went and got their quarterback, and look, what Bo Nix, and they worked out, well, at least for that season, they seem to be fine for that season. So I'm cool with that, but at the end of the day, bruh, let's not stay in this circle that we've been on, and I call it the merry-go-round. Let's get off that merry-go-round and let's finally do something. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. I don't mind starting over because I understand the business part now. That sometimes it takes you to lose before you can win. You get what I'm saying? And that's how I see it. And it's about time for me to take my shot in a minute. But yeah, what's good, Lou? I'm in love with the script. It's crazy.
Ain't nothing, man. Listen, At this point, Tom, like I love doing the show. We're gonna keep doing the show. I'm ready for the season to be over.
Yeah, we just started.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the show. I'm saying, like, as far as the season, there's no
I'm talking about the football
expectations
season.
here.
Just started.
Yeah, yeah, no, but there's no expectation.
Wait, hold on. What you mean no expectations? You think
Like
you
what?
think you think Mike McDaniel don't have no expectations?
Yeah. I think they have an expectation. Get two up out of here. The expectation is to get Tua, Ramsey, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, all these dudes. I think that's the plan. That's the objective in 2025. Get dudes up out of here in 2026. What it
Well,
is, man.
well. I think I think the rest of these teams, and I want to be on your side. I think the rest of them, they would be. That 2-1 is just a little too tricky for me, and I don't know, Lou. You know what it is? I don't trust them. I just don't trust them. I trust what I see with my eyes, and be like, oh, they trying to sneak one in on us and get one over us, but I don't trust them to be like, you know what? I seen enough. Get on, because they would have done that, and not even if it was Brandon Shore that didn't want to pay him. Somebody would have said, well, you know what, the 5th year option. If he had, you know what, Lou, let me ask you this then: who you think overrode him and paid him?
Mike McDaniel.
So you think Mike McDaniel is like have more say? He's been saying
Again, I didn't know nothing about Brandon Shore. I would lie if I said that. I know I've been telling people he was going to be the next general manager, but
yeah.
and again, I know Chris Greer still did not want to pay Tua Tagovailoa. Like I know that for a fact. So I'm pretty sure Chris Greer and Brandon Shore were on the same page. The story doesn't change. Mike McDaniel, and according to Tua, and everybody believes every word that Tua says,
Yeah, he said.
Tua said it. Tua
Mm-hmm.
said it. Mike McDaniel went up there. Everybody knows Mike McDaniel convinced Stephen Ross to pay the money. Everybody knows it. So Chris Greer, Brandon Short, again, people are tired, bro. People want to move off. Look at the faces of Mike McDaniel. We went from week 2, Mike McDaniel kissing Tua on the forehead, to week 14, Mike McDaniel with his hands on his knees, basically saying, like, goddamn, Tua, what the fuck are you doing?
That was telling for me, Lou. When I saw that, I was like, oh.
So again, I'm telling you, they don't want this man no more, bro. They don't want him. And all I'm saying is in 2026, let's go down the backup quarterbacks. Right? Skylar Thompson, a little bit of stronger arm, supposedly more athletic. Zach Wilson, cannon for an arm, a little bit more athletic. Now, Mike McDaniel, when he was in San Francisco, supposedly he was a big proponent of drafting Trey Lance. Strong arm, more athletic. I believe Mike McDaniel wants a strong arm, more athletic quarterback.
Who you think that's gonna be in this job if you had to choose
In 2025,
2026?
I would have to do more deep dive. Now, again, has anybody seen some of the reports coming out about what Jackson Dart has been looking like?
I seen someone ask, was he a
You
first
you
round quarterback
know
now?
he just had his pro day the
Yeah.
either today. Did you check that out? Did you see any of it?
No, I didn't see it. How was it? I heard somebody say, does he move? I saw somebody say, has he solidified himself as the first rounder? And then I saw another one said, can he possibly move up in the top 10?
I
Those,
think I think
that's the
he
two.
has solidified himself as a first rounder. And one thing I didn't notice, right? You know what he was doing a lot at his pro day? Now, again, look at the offense that they run in Old Miss, right? Spread, shotgun, this and that. Mostly all his snaps at his pro day were under center. Scanning the field, reading the field, doing this, doing that. Again, bro, I think I know people don't want to hear it. Y'all keep talking these trenches if y'all want to. We were talking the other day, right?
Oh, you.
And the possibility of maybe another quarterback being there at 13, and we both were like, we would hate that to be the possibility, right?
Oh, this conversation we had. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right? Offline.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If Jackson Dart was there at 13, it was me.
You going in and out, Lou? I can't hear you.
I'm saying if it was me, Tone, can you hear me better?
There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If it was me, Tone, right? And let's say Jackson Dart was there at 13. I know people don't want to hear it. I would have that conversation. Now I would have that conversation. Y'all keep talking about trenches. Y'all keep talking again. Hey, man.
Hey, man, hold on, man.
Again.
You heard what your boy Omar Kelly
You,
said about them
I
trenches.
don't care about Omar Kelly. Omar Kelly can go kick rocks. The matter is, let me ask you a question. Who's going to give you more bang for your buck? No, again, even well, now, again, the same thing I'm about to say about the trenches. Same thing I'll say about Nick Eamon-Wari.
Appreciate you, Kurt, though. I am. I see y'all talk about take the shot. I am going to take the shot. Trust me.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
I love Eamon-Wari, right? And I might even like an offensive lineman. And I might like Starks. And I might like Jahad Campbell. And that's fine. None of them are going to get you the bang for your buck than the quarterback does. Ain't none of those guys at 13 going to give you the bang of the buck that Jackson Dart will give you. I would take the chance. I would pull the trigger in 2025. I would pull the trigger in 2026. I would pull the trigger in 2027 until I found that guy. Because the one thing I do know, we don't have the guy right now.
Now you're speaking more down my language. Now that's my language. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact,
again,
bro.
Who gets you more bang for your buck? Eamon-Wari or Jackson Dart?
Possibly it could be Jackson Dart.
Who gets you more bang for your buck? Tyler Booker or Jackson Dart?
Jackson Dart.
Hey,
if they both pan out to what we think they are, this is just assuming they both gonna pan out, and become successful. Yeah, you get a quarterback give you more bang for your buck no matter what position it is on that field. Outside of maybe a top tier D tackle or end that can affect the quarterback, I'm always going quarterback, and I still as quarterback in those scenarios also, because quarterback is, I'm sorry, the number one, the most important position on the team, bar none. So yeah, quarterback. If you hit them a quarterback, that's at least 65% of your worries are gone. You could build around that. So and these young quarterbacks are showing that they can at least improve a franchise from poverty to, being competing, being a competitive team in their first year, their first season. So why can't we be one of those teams that do that? Tua can do off-script plays because of the O-line. Tua can't do off-script play because of the O-line. O-line for 5 seasons, 31st, 32nd, 25th, 31st, 26th, O-line. The offense needs just O-line. That's it. You are, my brother, a blind fan. Sorry. No, I gotta say
what
it.
the hell? What the
I
hell
don't
are
know
we doing, man?
what team you've been watching. I don't know. Maybe you were sent over here to talk about, our small channel.
Tone,
but
Tone,
I'm sorry, bro.
It's this shit right here, Tone. This is what, you know what this guy sounds like?
Hold on, you going out again, dude.
This guy sounds like EPAs and pie charts.
EPAs and pie charts.
Look at this. Tua has been setting records with the Dolphins, including completion percentage. Well, it's great. It's great that he's setting records. I'm so happy that he's setting records. Hey, Tone.
Is he setting those records against the upper echelon teams? or the tomato can?
It. Who do you think's going to have a higher completion percentage? A guy that plays 12 games or a guy that plays 17?
12 games.
Oh, okay. That's why Tua has one of the highest completion percentage. He plays half of a season.
Hey, boy say, yo, completion percentage? What have that completion? You know what? I'm not having an argument with this young man, bro. I'm not. You're right. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna put this up here. The chat cooking the bliss, and then I'm gonna put this in a meanwhile woman number screen. Well, you should have said don't lie. What those numbers tell you when he played the Baltimore Ravens, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills? What do the numbers say when he played plus 500? Can you give me his completion percentage in those games and his numbers and his stats? Also, what are the numbers saying in defense in January? And you know what? What are the numbers saying in his only playoff appearance? Please, somebody give me those numbers. What are the numbers saying when it comes to playoff victories? What are the numbers saying when it comes to AFC East title? I'm just trying to figure out what the numbers say when it comes to those. You know.
Hey, how many injuries did Tua
have?
How
many injuries did he sustain because of a terrible offensive line?
In 2024, how many times did the O-line get hurt?
2023, 2024, please. I would like to know this because you seem like a rookie on these over here. So to come out here and throw these it's like, are you serious? You got to be new over here because we killed those narratives when we during the season when we would break it down film on Wednesdays. Matter of fact, I might still have that. When he got injured in can you tell me was the offensive line the reason he was throwing them interceptions, or was the offensive line the reason that he got injured in Houston this year? Was that the offensive line fault or was that Tua? Matter of fact, when he got injured in Buffalo, the second game of the season, was that because the offensive line or was that because Tua? Because I think that was an extended play. Because didn't he scramble Lou, if I'm not mistaken, against Baltimore? Against the Buffalo Bills. Didn't he scramble and run into Damar Hamilton?
Yeah, he ran into Damar Hamlin. Yeah, he ran into Damar Hamlin and went to sleep.
Yeah, he ran into so that was a scramble. So he extended the play. The same thing he said he couldn't do. You know what? Didn't he scramble and extend the play in Houston when the offensive line had a perfect pocket for him? Didn't he scramble because he had so much open space to run and he decided to drop his shoulder and run over two defenders? Isn't that kind of extended plays? The thing that he said you can't do with a terrible offensive line? I'm just trying to figure out what did the offensive line have to do with him injuring in himself? Was it the offensive line fault when he threw them 3 interceptions? I'm just trying to figure out. Don't talk to me about wide receivers. Talk to me about the offensive line. Don't switch up. H told you to don't back down. So don't switch up your story. We were talking about offensive line. Now you want to talk about wide receivers. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what happened. He talked about running a wrong route. What that got to do with him scrambling? Because if you can't extend plays, then how can you scramble and get first downs? How?
Hey, Tone, you know what I've never understood? You know what I never understood, Tone? The wide receivers ran the wrong route. Well, how the fuck do y'all know that?
And why would you throw it if the wide receiver ran the wrong? You know what? Let me leave it alone.
How do y'all know the wide? Were y'all in the huddle? Wide receivers cut the plays off. They caused the interception. Have y'all lost your fucking mind? Your fucking mind.
Yo. Oh man. Yeah, you see delusion. I know. I understand. That's another. Why did you throw it? You ran the wrong route. Why you threw the play? Why you ain't tuck the ball in the scramble and get out of there? I saw that play. Say he was in the yo, the Tiny Hero never run. Stop, bro. Facts, Jess. Fact. Who burner is that? That's a burner. Crypto. What is it? Uh-oh. I don't know. He got to be. Listen, man. At this point, we even got to talk to you no more. The chat is lighting you up right at this point. Like, what are we doing in here, bro? But what?
I don't know, Tom, but all I know, you're a goddamn fascist. That's what I know. You're a goddamn fascist.
Whoa, we didn't have one of them for a good little while. Goodness gracious.
That man said, go ahead and fact check me. I ain't fact checking shit. I'm going to let y'all have it because in 2025, this is the last season I got to hear this dumbass bullshit. So y'all got it. I'm not arguing with not one more person.
Hey, Jess, they got to be Alex on the low, on the down low. Shake Money, I think he's from the Bahamas. Woo! Wow. 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 I can't believe, yo. Yeah. Yeah. It's level. Hey, listen, before we get up out of here, I do want to see y'all. Shout out to y'all that wish me a happy birthday. I will take my shot for y'all. Shake, you said, what's Shake at? Shake, you say you want to take a shot with me, so take a shot with your boy. This is a big shot, too. There ain't no small one. You feel me? Facts. And Grumpy, you too. But nah, Grumpy, you don't need to take a shot.
Now, I'm not going to lie. This is pretty funny right here. Lewis against the ropes getting his ass whooped by Samuel Rose. I'm starting to think that's Larry's burner. Hey, man, this is why we got the best chat in the world, man.
Hey.
Hey, Dre, Dre, that's fucked up. Hey, Dre, get my $20 ready. That's all I know, Dre.
That boy said, I'm drinking straight out the bottle. I took one before I got on camera. Yeah, I see me. Oh, man. Yo, that was, bruh, please. Hey, listen, please. If you don't, well, so what you don't do, I guess you can feel how you want, but please don't come here and say these things when and then say fact check you, bro. It's been fact on this channel. It's been fact checked. He hasn't been injured. Well, his rookie season, when he got pushed by Matt Milano, and he fell backwards. That was the only time his ribs that he got injured based off the offensive line play. But every other injury, sir, sorry, it was all Tua. Clean pockets. The interceptions, clean pockets. He threw 7 of the interceptions. 5 out of 7. Yeah, Grumpy.
Hey, Tony, I got a question for you.
Tony, when you go ahead, let me read it because he asked me. Tony, when you actually look at the injuries, it was him playing hero ball instead of doing the smart play and running out of bounds. And then his fans want to blame the officer. These are facts, Anthony Mazzano. These are facts. Like I don't get what they scored. That wasn't off of the line. That was a late hit by Milano. Oh, it was a late hit. I forgot about that. Crypto.
Yeah, that was a late hit.
He said, "I'm telling you, the over the line." No, it didn't. No, that's incorrect too. It was a clean pocket when he got injured in Houston. We literally played it on here.
Hey, Tone. You know what people say after watching this football season? That you need the offensive line like the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Okay, cool. That is one argument. Now, Tone, I got a question for you. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready for the question?
Yeah.
The year the Cincinnati Bengals had the worst offensive line in the league, where did they play at?
Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. How did that work?
because their quarterback made it happen.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna leave that alone. Hey, Samuel Rosa, go fact check me on that. Go fact check me and see if the Cincinnati Bengals, the year they went to the Super Bowl, they had the worst offensive line in the league.
That is crazy that they still believe in that kind of stuff.
And
Really?
they had a defense too. You do realize that was like the defense was ranked in the 20s, I believe, or something like that. You do realize that, right? All right, cool.
X out there riding for his dog. He finally got him a 2-0 with him. So he want to ride. He want to ride for him. I get it. Listen, shout out to y'all, man. Listen, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Listen, April the 7th, our 100th episode. Y'all get the boys to 600. Hey, listen, I think we only like 39 away now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all been doing y'all thing. I'm gonna give y'all credit now. Y'all been doing y'all thing. Moving us up. Let me go double check it right now. I had to stop and check something out real quick. Let me see where we at, y'all. Yeah, we are. Come on, man. Where you at? Where you at? Where the mommy dog take that? Yeah, no. It's another chat in there. Yeah, we have 461. So, listen, man. If you're here and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all help the boys get to the 500. April the 7th, we will be here on our 100th episode. So y'all come celebrate with the boys. You know what I'm saying? We at 100. Hey, Tony, happy birthday. Appreciate you. Listen, man, it was I did it for the chat. They told me to take a shot out. Man, listen, tonight is up. You know what I'm saying? My birthday is actually on Sunday for everyone. It's actually on Sunday, but, I wanted to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? The next time y'all see me, I will already be 41. So, yes. You know what I'm saying? So that was for
Tone, before we get out of here, real quick, because I'm having a pretty
happy
good time.
Birthday, my brother.
Absolutely. I'm having a good time arguing, going back and forth with Samuel Rosa. Let me check this out. TV never shows the hits Tua takes that are late hits. Cool. We established that. I'm going to give you that. I want to address Cincy had a run game and a pass game. I'm thinking he's talking about the year they went to a Super Bowl. I'm glad you mentioned that, Samuel Rosa. Now we can get on the same page. Do you know what Tua had in 2023? A run game. He had the number one leading rusher in the league by getting cut down. Raheem Mostert with 18. He had 21 total. The Dolphins ran for over 2,000 yards as a team in 2023. You know what they also had in 2023? The leading receiver in yards. They also had a passing game because that was the year Tua led the league in passing. Where'd it get us? Where'd it get us? Because all I know, when Cincinnati had the run game and the pass game, they were in the Super Bowl. And when Tua had the run game and the pass game, they got a wild card weekend exit. So exactly what the hell are we talking about? Now, I want to see everybody in the chat say, oh, Lewis is cooking Samuel Rosa now. Because I'm using that same microwave that motherfucker was using.
Lou, should I play that play that he got injured in Texas? Nah. Cause I literally I sent it to let me see. When he got injured in Texas. Let me see if play it. Okay. Play it. Let's see. I hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't. Well, they can't strike it. We ain't monetized yet. So, I remember Triple S.
3rd and 7. Tried started back at the 18. Paul the block. Tua on the move. And flag thrown.
I'm just trying to figure out what did the offensive line have to do with that.
Well, I know it's a collective holding of breath.
Somebody, please explain to me. Let me play that again. Let me take the volume off because they're going to kill us for that. Explain to me what the offensive line had to do with this. Clean pocket. Nothing but a lane to run. He want to drop his shoulder.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Somebody explain to me how did the offensive line get him injured on that play?
This man just don't understand when to give it up. You do know that Joe Burrow is the most injured quarterback in the NFL. I agree. Samuel, you don't understand. I agree. And with him being the most injured quarterback in the league, he's been to two AFC championship games and a Super Bowl. Being the most injury, you know what? You know what, Tone? I finally figured it out. Hopefully, Tua can become the most injured quarterback in the NFL. Maybe we can get to an AFC championship game in the Super Bowl.
I just want to know, can you please explain to me, Samuel, what was the problem with the offensive line on that play? You need to see it again, sir? You see, someone had asked me to clip that up, so I knew I had it somewhere in my archive. So, you know, sometimes you got to show people. And I just trying to figure out.
Samuel, their defense was worse than ours was.
Hey, Lewis.
It was worse than ours. What are you talking about?
Oh, play it again. Oh, okay. I got to play it again. Let's try this one more time. Let me block. He's belling. Look at this pocket. He can step up. He could go around. Look at this lane that he has to run in right here. Look at this lane. This ain't got nothing to do with the offensive line. I'm just trying to figure out. That's the play he got injured on.
Right there.
What you said, Lou?
A little bit, Tone.
Huh?
Go back a little bit, Tone.
Well,
pause it right there.
Wait.
Right there. Leave it right there.
Right there?
Don't move the screen, Tone. They want to know what part of this play was the offensive line. It's that part right there. When the offensive line was picking two up. That's the part of the play that the offensive line, that's it right there. You see Liam Eichenberg picking Tua's ass up?
Ship him off!
Part right there where the offensive line had anything to do with that play. Picking Tua's ass up.
Oh, the loser of Patriot fans say the offensive line didn't tell him to slide. Yo, y'all gotta stop this with this Tua madness, bro. Can y'all stop this? It's here. You on the road? Like, do you know we break this down all the time? It's here. This is crazy to me that we still have people out here delusional. What? That's why they re-signed Liam. I get it now. Yo, what? Are we serious? Have y'all watched the same games we were watching? We can't. No, not over here. No, sir. We not blaming offensive line for things they didn't do. No, we not. We gonna watch the team, and we gonna pay attention to what really happened. We not from the offensive line. Blind fan alert. Sorry.
I blame you for all this, Tone. You're the one that's been out here trenches. We need to. I blame you, Tony.
Can you believe? Like, bro, stop with this madness. Stop it. He said, at least you understand what you're doing. Even the band went down in the ship of the Titanic. You know what? You right, Concrete. We do know the definition of insanity. This is crazy. Hey, Lou, you want to see another? Hey, Lou, you want to see another? Can you believe this right here, Lou? Lou.
You know what? End the goddamn show, bro.
All right, I'm done. I'm done. We gave it, man. Listen, bro. I appreciate you.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
That is a fact. That is 100% BS, bro. Have you lost your mind? Whoa. Wow.
Hey, man.
They gaslight him, Lou. Look at him.
Yeah. Dre gassing that man up. He putting that battery in that man's back, man.
That is crazy. I thought, who that was? What was the other dude? Lou. He's an industry plant. Oh man,
That's a fact.
Yo, that's crazy. What was the other one? That was going back and forth. Dang, what was his name, man? I think Samuel Rosa got him beat. That's somebody burner. Facts.
Yeah, that's it.
That's most definitely someone burner. Like, yeah, we ain't doing that. Listen, man, we still shout out to y'all. We know Friday y'all get lit. I know I'm about to get ready to go get lit. I might take another. Hey, should I take another one before I get off? Let me see.
Yeah, you sipping on that water anyway. You might as well.
Yeah. About to go get lit for sure. My birthday starts as soon as I get off of here. And yeah, especially since my boy, man, I had got some news, so I can't even put it out there. But yeah, we finna turn up today. But listen, man, we still got 34 of y'all in the building. Can y'all hit the like button? If you don't hit the like button on the way in, make sure you hit it on the way out. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you take it off, personalized, and put it on all. Appreciate you. Happy birthday to me. But you put it on all. And yeah, so y'all can get all the notifications whenever we go live. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, wine cooler tone. Hey, yo, that's actually dope, bro. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30-ish. We will be live. To everyone that's new in here, hit that subscribe button again. Make sure y'all help the boys get to that 500 before April the 7th. Go ahead, Lou.
Hey, Tone, what year are we going in with Tua?
Appreciate you, Jeff. Huh?
What year are we going in with Tua?
This is year 6.
Look at this. The Dolphins almost beat the Bills with Tua, didn't he? Almost. Tone, is that what we're Tone?
Shut your bitch ass up.
Tone, nah, hell no, Tone. You look at me right now, Tone. Is that what we're doing? Year 6, he almost beat Buffalo.
Oh shit, y'all. Man, I'm about to break my headphones with this man. Man, what?
Going into year 6, and the man writes,
Nah, this man trolling. We giving him too much shine. He trolling. Nah.
Almost beat the Bills. Going into year 6. All right, man, I'm done.
Yo, y'all.
I'm done.
Nah. Hey, shout out to y'all. Hey, I got one more for y'all. She said we are not sponsored by the Dolphins, but it is the Dolphins over here. We were so close. Talk to him, Samuel. Yo, the fact that y'all saying Cisco and MD 2020 is wild to me. I'm not gonna lie. Knock one more time for the birthday boy. You feel me?
Happy birthday, Tone.
That's a fact. I told people I don't get older, I get younger every year. I'm telling you right now. Once I hit 40, I just stay right there. That lick crack.
Y'all gonna have to maybe donate a little bit. Tony's gonna have to re-up on that pay. If you know, you know.
Stop it. More life, Tony. That's a fact. That is a fact, Andreas. He just gave me a one more other nickname. Hey, where my boy at, man? That supposed to keep up with my nicknames. What's my homeboy? Lou, what's his name? King Mill. What King Mill? I ain't see you in here today, man. You got to keep up with all my nicknames, man. 2-Tone, 2-Phone Tone, 7-Toe Tone, 2-Box Tone. That's my favorite one right there. 2-Box Tone. And now it was what he called me? What the other one was? Wine Cooler Tone, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I forgot.
Wine Cooler Tone. Yeah.
I forgot I had AA Tony too. I forgot about that. Man, come on, King Mill. You got to be in the building, man. I'm most definitely. Oh, PFF Tony. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to keep up with my nicknames, man. Like these are facts. Yo, hey, listen. You got anything else, Lou? Hey, listen, man. Samuel Rosa. Listen, man. I'm gonna give you credit for staying 10 toes down. This is the jungle over here, my brother. So, you know, you're not gonna just throw out these statements and they're not gonna attack you for it. But listen, I'm gonna give you a salute. I'm gonna give you a salute and say, yeah, you stayed 10 toes. You ain't let Lewis back you down like the rest of them. Lewis, you ain't bully him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well again, hey, listen, I don't try to bully nobody, but when you're wrong, you're wrong. And Samuel, I know Tony is saluting you. I'm gonna salute you too, but you dead ass wrong.
Yo, hey, yo, Shake. I ain't never been called that, Shake. I ain't never been called casual taste tone. Never that one, Shake. But I got you. Well, Grumpy, I ain't killing no dreams, my brother. Dream killer. Yeah, because you asked me and I gave you an honest assessment. Was we making the playoff? Was I wrong or was I correct? I'll ask you that, Grumpy. I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. You asked me, could we come back and win? I said, yeah. You asked me what we gonna make the Bane like from Batman?
Well, I do have one thing, but I can't say it as good, right? So I'm gonna play something for my man Samuel Rosa.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I forgot we had that one, Lou. You got the chat lit up right now. Good. Hey, yo. Boy, look at here. Man, listen, man. Y'all don't listen. One thing, y'all do not let Lewis bully y'all, man. I'm telling you, fight back, God dog it. Don't let him bully y'all. Lewis just buried him alive. Hey, listen, man. Appreciate y'all. I've been trying to get out of here for the last 10 minutes. We almost. You know what? Who was that? Was it Jess or was it Trey? No, it was one of them. They were like, "Nah, man, we need 2 hours." And our last 2 episodes been pushing on 2 hours, man. Yeah, they jinxed us, Lou. God, dog, we at 148 right now, pushing the limit on a Friday. I appreciate y'all for pre-gaming with me. Y'all know I'm about to pre-game. I'm about to turn up in this piece. I ain't been out in a minute too, so yeah, it's going down for a fact. But Lou, we about to get up out of here. You got anything before we get up out of here? No,
hey man, listen. I love all y'all from the Blitz pickup. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through. Hey, everybody in the chat before we get out of here, once again, salute to my man, 100 grand Tony on turning what you said 41?
41, my boy.
41 years old,
Without a
41
gray
years
hair
young.
in sight.
On Sunday. Everybody wish my man a happy birthday. We'll see y'all back Monday, 7:30-ish. Because you know, hey, we're gonna be late. That's just what we do. We're gonna be late. So we're not even gonna lie to y'all no more. It's not gonna be at 7:30. It'll be a little bit after that. But salute to y'all. We love y'all. Peace out, man.
Yo, peace out, man. We out of here.